have to have other people. We were not meant to be by ourselves. We weren't. When I mean by ourselves, I mean like solo, never around people, whatever. And people who are like that go nuts for that reason, because we were meant to be by ourselves. So, not by ourselves. So, that's an important one as well. The last, what's the next one? Acceptance. Acceptance. Now, acceptance is important because you need to accept not only yourself, but other people. So when it comes to accepting other people, I think you need to remember that, you know, accepting someone means that you accept them for who they are, what they are, and how they are. So whatever they are, you accept them. It doesn't mean you always agree with their behavior or agree with who they are, or the choices they make, or whatever. But acceptance means that you truly see someone for who and what they are, and that is acceptable to you, and that you acknowledge that they are who they are, and you see them, is what that means. And accepting yourself, of course, is often much harder, believe it or not, than is accepting other people. You know, some people have a hard time accepting who they are, and some people will go through great lengths to lie about who they are so that they feel better about themselves. And some people will, make up stories about who they are or whatever because they don't like who they are. So people who are devoid of actually loving themselves and actually feeling good about who they are will do that sort of thing. And so I think that it's important that you love yourself as you are, whether you're fat, skinny, beautiful, mediocre looking, whatever race you are, whatever ethnicity, whatever religion, whatever it is about you that you feel is different, whatever, love it, accept it anyway, whether you like it or not, even accept it, because that's the first step in that realm of being happy. If you can't accept yourself, you can never be happy. If you can't accept other people, you can't be happy either, because you're constantly trying to change them, or you're constantly trying to change yourself. So if you feel that you can do that, then you'll be much closer to happiness. And the last one is meaning. And I think having meaning in life is absolutely probably the most important thing. What we do in our lives is so important because, if you don't have meaning in what you do when you get up every day, why the fuck do you get up? Whether you get up just because you need to take care of your child or your kids or your family, and that gives you meaning, or you need to get up because it gives you meaning to be successful in your career, or you get up because it means to be, because you want to make the world a better place somehow with a charity you run or you're part of or whatever. There's many ways to find meaning in life, but I think whatever it is, we as human beings have to have and find meaning. And if we don't have meaning in our lives, we just kind of wither away, because we otherwise just kind of, like I said, ask ourselves, what the fuck is the point? So I think that's highly important as well. And I think that, most people can find meaning in their lives very easily, but not everybody does. So that's the 10 ways to be happy. Going to come back and talk in the final 10 minutes of the show. Going to talk about some things have been going on, but I'll talk to you in a minute. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So last few minutes of the show, I just wanted to say my own little, out of those 10 rules, I wanted to add an 11th one that I think is important. And I think that in order to be happy, one of the things you have to remember is never to compare yourself to someone else. And a lot of people have a problem with that, but a lot of people feel like they have to compare themselves on how they look, their physical appearance, or their how much money they have, or what kind of car they have, or house, or whatever material things it might be, or where someone else is in their profession or whatever. And that's probably the biggest and easiest way to drive yourself fucking nuts is to compare yourself to everybody else, especially gay guys. We are bombarded, just like women are, by images of what it means to be a gay man and what that looks like. And often it doesn't look like most of us. Most of us are not perfection and perfectly gorgeous, drop dead, beautiful, chiseled models with perfect bodies and seemingly perfect lives. That's not most of us. Most of us are real people. And however, it does, I think, make a lot of gay people, gay men as well as gay teens, question their worth because of how they compare themselves to impossible standards, not only among publications like that, but also among their peers. And whether you're, as I said, an adult or a teen, gay person or straight or whatever, and you're comparing yourself to everybody else, it is a very dangerous road to toe. I mean, it's a really bad thing to do, because the truth is there's always going to be somebody who is better looking than you, who has more money than you, who has a better career, more friends, more intelligent, whatever category you want to go in. There's always going to be somebody who beats you in some category one way or the other. Sometimes all, sometimes none, sometimes one or two. So it just depends. And so nobody is ever really, truly the best of anything, because no one is perfect. No matter how they may seem to be, no matter how their life may look, no one is perfection. And so stop trying to compare yourself to people. I think that's the best and most kindest thing people can do for themselves to be happy. I think that if you do that, you're really asking for a life full of insanity. And if you love yourself, no matter who you are, if you love yourself for what you are, who you are, and you take into consideration the 10 things, the action for happiness things that I mentioned earlier, you're sure to be a happier person in your life. And I know that I try to take most of these things to heart, and I try to live my life that way. And I hope you will too. Thanks for joining me tonight. Talk to you later. Good night.
You're listening to Off Limits, liberal, irreverent, and really, really gay.